Welcome members. Today the webinar is going to be on the how mobile apps and cloud markets are going to evolve in year 2017 and onwards. So this particular webinar is targeted towards the tech strategists, tech marketing leaders who are actually evolving their products and solutions for catching up the new customers and market requirements. So let us start with the mobile trends. The prediction for mobile apps, how mobile apps markets are going to evolve in year 2017 and onwards. So if you see this particular slide, so in this slide you can find out a particular disruptions of mobile apps markets. So some of us are like apps abandonment, apps, what's happening that users are abandoning the apps after the downloading. So the trend has grown up. It's in 2015, you're seeing there was some kind of slowdown in the app abandonment, but it's again going to increase. In 2016, it has increased further. And then the percentage of users who launch an apps 11 or more times, that is the app retentions. So those are like decrease in 2015, again it increased in 2016. So these are some of the indicators what kind of churns are happening as far as the app users are concerned, mobile apps are concerned. With the if average retention goes down with the months, like if you see the 3-month data, the retention goes down to 20% and the churn goes up to 80%. First month, of course, the retention is 37% and first month churn is also high, but subsequently the 80% churn happens in the third month. So this indicates the first 1, 2, 3 months are very important for retaining your apps users on your platform. Some of the sectors where large churns have we observed are media and entertainment, e-commerce, e-retail, travel and lifestyles, technology and gaming. So there is a reason why the churn rates are different here because every sector has every dynamics. Yeah, hi, welcome. So may I request you to switch off your video and put your mic on the mute, the region, because you'll be able to see the slides in a good perspective. It can use the less bandwidth. So I was talking about the disruptions. So these are the typical disruption of mobile apps. So these are like the abandonment. And these abandonments are different into different sector. Some of the sectors where a lot of retentions and churn issues are observed are media, entertainment, e-commerce, retail, travel and lifestyle, technology, gaming. So these are like most volatile sectors as far as retention and churns are concerned. So if you see the disruptors, smartphone users, number of app download per month. So this is some of the indication how the smartphone users are downloading the apps. So if you see the 8+ figures is very less. Mostly the people are downloading 1 apps, 2 apps maximum. So the people, those who are not downloading the apps, they are also higher into a percentage. So they are around 49%. So smartphone users spend nearly half of their time on their number 1 most used apps and about 9 out of 10 minutes within their top 5. So you can see that with the users, hardly one or two apps are popular. They are using on a regular basis. So region apps are no longer used, are lost interest, 34%. One survey indicates that what is the region, the most of the apps are not used by the end users. So lost interest, no longer needed, found app not as useful, found a better or more useful apps. So these are some of the regions. So average monthly's audience, top 1,000 mobile apps versus top 1,000 mobile web properties. So if you see the web versus apps, the mobile web versus apps. So the apps is always lesser than the mobile. So the trend is like on the mobile browser, people are preferring to accessing the apps rather than downloading the apps on their mobile devices. So what are these disruptions are leading towards? So in next slide, I'll discuss about those things. So root cause of these kind of disruptions are around 50%. 50% abundance app before download. They don't download at all. 38% of apps users likely to download an app when it required to complete a purchase. 25% of consumers abandon the apps they do download. And as per Gartner, Enterprise is spending 10% of its ADMSM budget on mobile apps. However, it fetches poor ROI to brand, even as spending millions on mobile apps development and upkeep budget. So this particular slide, we are showing that those enterprises are and IT departments are putting their lot of effort in upkeeping and maintaining and launching the new mobile apps, for their end consumers or their target audiences. But the retention, as far the users and retentions are concerned by the end users, is just not fetching the ROI as per the expectation. So these are one of the concern area for the mobile apps market. So what are the predictions? So where it is leading towards? So we have in previous slide we have seen the disruptions. So those disruptions are particularly the high churn rate or non-uses or non-downloading the mobile apps. So then if the the participation from end consumers or end users are not there, then where this market is going? So that's what we are discussing here in this slide. Mobility apps predictions. So industry predicts by 2020 smart agents to facilitate 50% mobile interaction, post app era to begin to dominate. So what are the opportunity leading towards in this area? First stage of disruption. Users won't be directly using mobile apps, rather VPAs, that is virtual personal assistants, are going to invoke apps sitting on devices. Mobile apps developer to integrate their, so what are our guidance? The GTM go-to-market guidance for the mobile app developers are mobile apps developer to integrate their existing future apps with the VPA. So that means you have to design your advanced UX, you have to work on your NLP, natural language processing, and you have to work on the boards technology. There's the robotics. So next prediction is 20% of brands to abandoning their mobile apps and apps alternatives to be adopted to combat proliferations. So I've shown that how the churning happens or how the abandonments happen for the mobile apps. So that means going forward, the brands are actually going to launch the instant apps rather than downloading the mobile apps. They can have a browser, or they can have a VPA based integration or interfaces to work on the instant apps. So second stage of disruption of present native apps market, which is in place, is going to be replaced by instant apps, which are the future, where users don't have to install any apps in their mobile set. So what are the guidance? Mobile solution to shift from native to progressive web apps to the instant apps. So my suggestion to all Android instant apps platform developers to align their product strategy with the instant apps. So one of the instant apps, if you are into Android platform, one of the instant apps recently launched by Google in 2016. This is the Android instant apps platform. So you have to align your products with those platforms launched by Google to address the emerging need of instant apps. Next prediction: 60% of all business processes will be optimized for mobile, as enterprise apps usage on mobile is in nascent state. So right now, the business processes of the enterprises are mostly they are the typical the laptop or desktop versions processes are there. Now, those are going to be optimized for the mobile or handheld kind of devices, for the handheld kind of devices. So enterprise execution and validation of processes to be done with mobile, and new processes to be designed to be used on move. So the guidance here is enterprise business process focus mobile platform development, especially in function like quality control, inspection, field services, field sales, expense management, board information mart. So if you are in a mobile developer for B2B sector, you have to focus on these of this area. The deeper business functions are yet to be automated on mobile devices. So there, the deeper pocket opportunity exists. Now, coming to the next slide, these are the some of the news clipping I'm showing about the famous instance lab. So again, I was mentioning the Google Android Instant App platform. So this has been also launched last year. So what are the further predictions? Convergence of immersive technology on mobile, augmented. These are the augmented reality, virtual reality, and mixed reality. These are converging. So monthly active user base of consumers that use mobile augmented reality apps to exceed 400 million in 2018. So that means there the opportunity as far as the mobile apps developers are concerned, they can focus on a digital content overlaid on the real world, that is AR kind of applications. They can focus on MR kind of application, that is the mixed reality and then virtual reality. So what are the GTM guidance here? To leverage AR, apps developers may consider developing utility apps for field services collaboration, medical remote support, advertisement, banner ads, etc. And to leverage the mixed reality apps, developers may consider developing utility apps for collaborative design, machine maintenance, education and experience, digital workspace, and VR motion stickers. To leverage VR apps, developers may consider developing utility apps for the training, simulations, and virtual marketing experience, virtual test drive. These are some of the very high-level indicators where are the application opportunity exist in market as far as the AR, VR, and MR are concerned. But on the mobility platform, they are going to converge and more. So if you are working in AR, VR, and MR space, you have to research further to launch your new solution and new products over the mobile devices. Next, mobile analytics to enter into mainstream. So emerging opportunity across mobile analytics for monitoring and measurement of managed services, opportunity for design, develop, deploy, and monitor. So app services across market analytics for adoption, users, etc. And then app services across behavioral analytics for user A/B testing. So people, as you say, the people are accessing their mobile very frequently. So a lot of analytics can be run over their mobile users pattern, like some of the market analytics, some of sentiment analytics, some of the behavioral analytics. So apps and services across operational analytics for crash analysis, performance analysis, device characteristics. So these are some of the analytics application you can launch for the end users on the mobile platform. And these are like some of the future direction for the mobile apps. So what are the market size prediction for year 2017? So gross mobile apps spending to hit USD 166 billion. So this comprises all entire app store revenue of 65 billion, then advertisement revenue of 101 billion in 2017. So this is like up from 1 to 9 billion 2016. That is, it is growing. Gaming to derive highest apps storage spend. Subscription revenue from dating, media, streaming apps to grow faster. The strongest growth to come from brick and mortar retailers as mobile apps to reinvent in-store experience. In 2017, a wave of consolidation among commerce apps is expected. So these are some of the predictions. Then going forward, in apps advertisement market prediction, gross in apps advertisement spend to touch 101 billion USD. So mobile video advertisement format to experience the fastest revenue growth. Social media, video platform and games to have a substantial share of revenue. Brand advertising to grow to 20 to 12.5% of total mobile in apps and spend. And growth is due to dramatic increase of time spent in apps and installed base of a smartphone and tablet. So people are going to increase their time spent on the devices, but only thing is they are focusing on couple of or few applications where they are coming back very frequently. So when you are launching your application, you have to make sure to catch a maximum attention from your end users. So these are some of the long-term market prediction. Going forward, revenue from non-gaming apps to surpass revenue from gaming apps. So that's the prediction. Right now, gaming is like one of the main revenue generator, but it is going to serve. Gaming is going to be surpassed by the other applications. So other applications are coming up. Application from enterprise functions, application for AR, VR kind of functions, application for collaboration. So those are like, and streaming and media, those are like coming up. So key GTM directions. Measure and analyze your apps users pattern. If being a native apps developer is a barrier for your business, then consider evaluating instant apps. So instant apps is the future. Have portfolio approach for your mobile apps offering and to have footprints into killer apps to filler apps. So you cannot just rely with one app. You have to have the portfolio approach. Enrich your UX with conversational UX. So UX you need to migrate in the cognitive world, you know. So the cognitive interface is the next direction. AR, VR, include the AR, VR and MR capabilities in your apps. Include market research into your marketing plan. So that is very important. Whether you are investing in the next release or you are investing into next product, always do the market research and to understand the market in a better way. So this comes to the end of the mobility prediction. So we will now enter into cloud computing prediction. We have some time. So if you have any question here, then I can take. Otherwise, I can take the question at the end. So next is the predictions for cloud computing. So how cloud markets are going to evolve in year 2017 and onwards. So these are the few predictions for the cloud. The cloud and mobilities are like interdependent. I mean, the mobile apps are growing the region because clouds are also growing. And cloud, almost all latest cloud platforms are supporting the mobile platforms like Android, iOS, and Microsoft platforms. So that's the region we are discussing here together, the mobility predictions and the cloud predictions, because there is a great nexus between these two forces. So industry prediction, by 2020, around 90% of organizations shall be adopter of cloud services. So cloud adoption opportunity to shift from exploration to exploitation phase, leading to large scale cloud services based opportunity. Rehost on the GTM guidance are rehost on IaaS, that is cloud hosted, that is infrastructure as a service. Rebuild on Paas, that is platform as services, that is cloud optimization is going to happen. Replace with SaaS and BPaaS, that is native cloud applications. Next prediction, by 2020, around 75% of software sales deals shall be done on the SaaS. That is going. Now, enterprise software share is decreasing, and the SaaS-based cloud platform software shares are increasing. So that is going to increase up to 75% by 2020. So last discussion for traditional on-premise hosted license software model. So launching SaaS version of enterprise apps like ERP, CRM, SCM. So if still you are into a process to build a SaaS version of your app portfolios, then please do it. Please do it in next 1 to 2 years timeline. Number of workloads more than doubles every 5 years. So workloads to be distributed across private cloud, public cloud, and edge, giving multiple cloud architectures an opportunity. So focus on cloud computing with intelligence edge. So the intelligence is shifting towards the edge. By 2020, top 5 cloud players to control at least 75% of combined Paas IaaS market share. So you have to always align with the top cloud players who are providing the Paas and IaaS infrastructure. These players are AWS, that is Amazon Web Services, Force.com, Google Cloud, Azure, Microsoft Azure, IBM Bluemix, SAP HANA. So whatever product you are into, you have to always evaluate and align your offerings and solution with these 5 top vendors. By 2017, more than 60% of enterprise IT organizations building hybrid clouds to purchase new or updated workload-centric cloud management solutions. So the great opportunities in cloud containerizations, cloud performance monitoring solution converging IoT and cloud are going to be in the great demand. Integration of IoT devices on the cloud. So if you're working on this area, you have a lot of opportunity as far as the cloud governance and cloud management and performance analytics is concerned. Industry collaboration cloud surges by 2018. Number of industry collaborative clouds to triple up to 450% plus. So what's going to happen? There is the next step is the evolution of cloud-based platform through which multiple companies and industry collaborates towards common goals. So there is going to be industry-wide openness. Right now, the industry actually, each player, they do not open up with their concept and their ideas and their strategy, with their product knowledge. But going forward, this due to availability of the various cloud platforms, collaboration platform, many industry players, though they are competing with each other, are going to collaborate. So those collaboration clouds are one of the major opportunity area. So opportunity exists for evolving industry-specific collaborative clouds, like compliance cloud, specification standard clouds, innovation management clouds. The next prediction is cloud will be a preferred delivery mechanism for analytics. So increasing public data consumption by 150% and paving the way of thousands of new industry applications. So GTM guidance is focus on developing applied analytics application on SaaS model. So if you are building your analytics application, do remain focused on developing it in a cloud model or SaaS model. So next, the drivers. So drivers for the cloud adoptions are the Internet of the Things, that is IoT, mobility. The next is the machine learning and cognitives. Algorithmic economy, that is the model-based economy. The API economy. There is another, the surge is the API. So there are many API-based clouds are coming into market space. Digital business, digital media, social, big data analytics, B2B hubs, apps delivery. These are some of the drivers for the cloud adoption. So where are the low-hanging fruits? So if you want to kick-start today your next cloud apps, then consider the office automation apps. So these are like email, collaboration, social productivity tools. Next is the development, prototype, test environment tools or cloud environment for the test environment. Web services, help desk, CRM, these are another apps area which are can be easily hosted into cloud. HR, payrolls, EHS, GRC, that is governance, risk and compliance. These are some of the soft targets for hosting into clouds. Nowadays, product design, engineering, project management apps also finding place in the cloud space. Earlier, the enterprises were hesitant in moving their enterprise apps, enterprise business apps, and business critical apps into cloud space. But nowadays, analytics, ERP, CRM apps are some of the apps which are finding their space in the cloud. So, multi-cloud adoption. As per IDC, more than 85% of enterprise IT organizations will commit to multi-cloud architecture by 2011. So, what's going to happen? That one component is going to be hosted on Amazon, another component is going to be hosted in the IBM Bluemix, another component is going to be hosted Microsoft Azure platform, and another is on the sales in the course.com. So multiple instances of identical application component among multiple providers. So these complexities are going to happen. So if you are targeting your large enterprises for your for your SaaS application or cloud-based applications, so do consider integrating with multiple instances which are hosted across multiple platforms, IaaS and PaaS platform. Platform as a service is better for cloud leadership. So this is another prediction. So all road leads to the Paas. So platform as a service is emerging. So SaaS applications are going to be again converging on the Paas. Similarly, IaaS application IaaS is going to be converging on the Paas, and those all ISBs, they are also converging on the Paas. So Paas is specialist to generic. So comprehensive Paas tools, you will see there are some generic player here, there are some specific player here. So like the application Paas, decision management Paas, function Paas, IoT Paas, the business analytics Paas, IMDG services, event streaming services, mobile end Paas, API management Paas, database Paas, BPM Paas, integration Paas. So all these Paas are going to be built around the 5 top platform vendors I discussed in the earlier slide. So these top 5 platform vendors are IBM Bluemix, Microsoft Azure, the SAP HANA, Amazon Web Services, and to some extent the Oracle Paas. So if you are building, say, your own the Paas application, so you can always rely on this top 5 vendor ecosystem. So serverless cloud platform. So there's another trend by 2020, by 2022, what platform as a service service Paas offering will evolve to a fundamentally serverless model. So this is one of the serverless model I've shown. Basically based on the virtual machines. So next, going forward, platform is a business. We have already seen what I mean to say when I say a platform for the business. So you have a demand at one end you have the supply, and then the entire ecosystem you integrate on a platform. So one of the models which is replicated here, the riders are the demand, and the drivers are the supplier or say the vehicle providers or the supplier, and there's 2 ends are integrated over the platform called Uber. So we all are very well conversant with the Uber app platform. So everything is converging towards the platform. So platform is the future. So with this, I think I'm coming towards the end of this presentation and this webinar. If you have any Q&A question for me, you can just ask right now, or you can also write down on my contact email contact. This contacts are sumant@startcsi.com, and alternate email ID is sumant_parimal@innograce.com. So any question at this point of time? Otherwise, we are coming to the close of this webinar, and I'd like to thank you all for joining this webinar, and I look forward for the future interactions on some of the future trends, and do revert to me for your any query. Thanks a lot for attending this, and thanks a lot for your time.